So this question is about determining the rule for a parabola. It says determine the rule for a parabola that has a turning point at 2, -6, and one of the x-intercepts at 6. So the first thing we need to do is say that we know the equation for the turning point form of a parabola is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k, where h and k is the turning point. So substituting in +2 for h, substituting +2 into here gives me x minus a times x minus 2 squared, and then take away 6 for k. So now we've almost got our rule. The only thing we don't know is a. And in order to find a, the other thing we need to do is need to sub in this other coordinate, which would be at 6, 6, 0. But what we can do with parabola at the moment is we can move the turning point to make h2, and then we'll make k -6. So that moves it to the turning point where we want it. So that's a translation of 2 units in the positive direction of the x-axis, and a translation of 6 units in the negative direction of the y-axis. And then so obviously the only thing we can change now, we can't change the turning point anymore. We can only change the dilation factor. So you can see that if we make this a bit wider, it'll actually go through this point 6, 0. And so algebraically, what we'll do is we'll work out what that is. So the way we do that is we know that this coordinate here must be at 6, 0. So the y value is 0 and the x value is 6. So you substitute that in. So 0 equals a times 6 minus 2 squared minus 6. You get 6 equals 16a. And then you solve for a. You get a equals 6 on 16. So a equals 3 on 8. So if I now change the value of a down here to be 3 on 8, it won't work for some reason. Got multiple A's. Oh, it's my rule here. See how that A's inside there? Okay. Not sure what happened there, but basically you can see if we change the value of A, it's a dilation, a factor of A from the x-axis. So it's going to change it. We can see that it's missing B between there, and so it's between 0.3 and 0.4. And, lo and behold, if A is 3/8, it's 0.375. So let me write that as 3/8. And then, yeah, it goes through nicely at B. So, yeah, that's how you do those questions. So to summarize, you substitute in the turning point into the turning point form, and then use the other coordinate that's given to find the dilation factor from the x-axis, which makes it wider or narrower, so that it goes through the intercept that you need it to go through.